The Calgary Police Service has charged a man in connection with a sexual assault alleged to have taken place in a local day home. The assault was reported to police earlier this week, and after a young child disclosed that they had been kissed and asked to inappropriately touch a man while at a Northwest day home. The incidents are alleged to have occurred sometime between September 2013 and May 2016, when the child was at Little Footprints Dayhome. The day home originally operated in the 0 to 100 block of Royal Birch Crescent Northwest, before moving approximately 1 year ago to the 0-100 block of Royal Ridge Terrace Northwest. The accused lives and works in the private day home, and the operator of the day home is known to the accused and also lives at the same address. Neither the accused nor the operator are providing details of the past and present clients of the day home. Police are making efforts to contact parents who may have had children attending the day home and are asking anyone with information to call 403-266-1234. Jason David Mitchell, age 46, is charged with sexual assault, sexual interference of a child under the age of 16, and invitation to sexual touching. The age and gender of the victim is not being released at this time in order to protect their identity. For more information about how to recognize child abuse, please visit the Sheldon Kennedy Child Advocacy Center website at www.sheldonkennedycac.ca. Anyone who is a victim of a crime or believes they know someone who is should contact Calgary Police.
How many other children were attending the day home?
We believe up to 10 children were attending in different capacities, full-time and part-time.
And this was a private, not a licensed day home?
Correct.
Do we have any more details about the relationship between the man charged and operator?
They reside in the residence together.
Are they married, or is there any...
I'm not going to answer that right now, but they do reside in the residence together.
There was another similar case, I believe, in the same neighborhood about maybe 2 years ago or so, as I recall. Is this connected at all?
Not at all. No, it's not connected.
But I remember in that previous case as well, there was the same kind of problem where the operator and the accused were not cooperating with releasing names. Why is it that happens? You would think it would be the most obvious thing in the world to cooperate with police on something like that.
I can't speculate as to why or why not they're not cooperating. I can't speculate as to why they may not. It's frustrating, certainly, but I can't speculate.
Are private day homes required to provide those records?
I can't get into the licensing or what day homes, private and licensed, do or don't do. That doesn't fall under us. That would be a better question posed to child care licensing.
But is that not something you could get in a warrant, for example, in a search warrant? Again, another difficult question. If we knew that there was documentation that had that information, then certainly we could seek it in a warrant. But if we don't know that documentation exists, it would be difficult to seek it in a warrant.
Can you explain the date range of this date to May of 2016? How do you come about with that?
Without revealing too much about the investigation, that would be the time frame in which the child was attending the day home, and there's more than one incident that occurred in the day home.
So this child stopped attending in May of this year?
Correct.
So then parents are obviously concerned that this could have been going on for years, realistically.
Correct, and that's why the offense dates have been indicated starting in 2013.
Have you requested any other parents of kids that go to that day home to come forward with any, obviously they're probably concerned that their child was going there as well.
Right, and we have identified some families that are currently attending the day home, and our hopes is by continuing to make those contacts, we identify other families.
Does Mitchell have a past with police, or is there any information regarding him?
I don't have any other information to provide you about him.
Is the day home still operating as of today, or
I can't confirm that, but I believe it might be.
is there any way to stop it, considering the charges you've laid?
We're working with the Crown to set some conditions, but at this point in time, we have not made any authoritative decision to close the day home.
So at this moment, he's still free to come and go from that home as he pleases?
Bail was being reviewed and is being worked on by the Crown right now, so he wouldn't be free to go yet.
So he's still in custody at this point, and that will be part of the.
As of this morning,
question on
yes.
his release, is that?
Yes, that's being addressed right now.
Did the person who operates the day home, were they aware of this, or they, obviously shocked from the charges to the person that they employ or that lives in the house as well?
Sorry, are you asking if they were aware prior to police involvement?
Just were they aware, once you brought forth the charges?
They are aware, yes. Yes, they are aware.
And are they part of the investigation, or is it separate just to Mitchell?
Well, they would be part of our investigation. They would be a person that we would speak to.
Does he believe there are other victims or just the one child?
We're always open to that possibility. We don't have any information at this point in time that there are other victims, but it's something that we would obviously consider as our investigation continues.
In some of these cases, I know it seems like it takes a fair bit of time from the beginning of an investigation to the laying of charges. This seems to be pretty quick.
Correct. Yes. Every investigation is different. Sometimes additional evidence needs to be obtained before we have the grounds to lay a charge. In other circumstances, that evidence is presented to us and we can move forward quickly.
Did Mitchell or the operator have kids in the home?
There are older children in the home. Older child, pardon me, in the home.
There's one older child in
Correct.
Can you talk about how this child came forward with this information? Who did they come forward to? Parents or?
Yeah, this child made disclosure to their parents.
Do we have the age, or will the age or the sex of the child be released at any point?
No, our goal will be to protect the identity of the child.
Any other questions?
I guess just again back to the private day home, this isn't necessarily only something that can happen in a private day home versus a licensed one, and there's nothing that would.
No, there's nothing to suggest that, private versus licensed day homes. I mean, there's some amazing day homes out there providing excellent care. So yeah, I mean, it's not licensed versus unlicensed. That's not at all what I would consider a risk.
But it is a day home, and I think while it's still protecting the identity of the victim in this case, which I think everybody can recognize why that's important, it's safe to say we're talking about a fairly young person. This isn't.
It's a young child. I mean, one can all know what age of children attend day homes. So yeah, it's a young child.